We'll see. Resolution on that PA, though. We've seen PA after PA. They can either win you a game or lose you a game. That laning phase is so tough, and she doesn't really have the greatest lane to go to, right? Who do you pair her with? Just the Oracle bottom?
Yeah, it's just got to be Oracle.
Okay.
It's the only hero because
yeah.
You're gonna have to just dagger creeps a lot in this game, I think, because against Queen, like if Zinq walks to that lane and your PA, like your base health is not really phenomenal by any stretch. They might do some tri lane too, though. We'll see from forward.
Yeah, it looks
what
like
they want to do.
There's like a lot of heroes going bottom from them, as you said. 4 of them. Get a scout out the rune, maybe get a kill, maybe figure out what lanes they want. Because it looks like forward, they're going to be more focused on getting the right lanes for their team.
Yeah, it's so important for them. If they get bad lane matchups, like EHOME's lineup can snowball so fast. Like Corlesh, this is a hero that you think he's good in 3. Like if he has a good lane and he's playing position 2, oh my god, this hero is gonna just crush the game.
Yeah, we saw him play once at MDL even. He did have a good game.
Yeah, it's pretty much impossible for the PA to go in, like against Alesh, unless you're very far ahead, have a BKB, or your team is like 4v1ing him. Because the Pulse Nova alone and Edict, because you got to look at it from this perspective too. Like there's not a lot of targets for Edict in the fight. It's basically Clockwork and you and the Brew. But if the Brew's split and he's like spreading out his pandas, that Edict's gonna chunk you really hard. So it's kind of like playing against a Luna, for example. We talked about like Eclipse and area control spells. Lesh is the walking embodiment of area control. He just does a ton of damage if you're next to him. So you can't just go willy-nilly and just jump in if you're Rizzo.
It looks like Radiant might be able to get 3 runes here. Obviously, with the lift of Rubik, makes it pretty easy to just steal a rune. And yeah, they're just going to get both one bottom, or both top, one bottom. And Unis will pick up one bottom as well, so a quick start there for EHOME. And well, middle lane, again, it is going to be never end. And hey, you won with him playing middle once. Let's put him back middle again.
Yeah, this is going to be...
Wait, so it is
This is also something that we talked
about.
about. This is what we talked about, right? Because
Yeah.
it's like, you put a hero there that farms.
Yep.
I mean, we thought it was going to be Lesh because it's AST playing it, but it's more of just the matchup that they don't care what's mid because it's a Viper. It reminds me of like the old Zeus matchups where people just, at first, they thought Zeus was like crazy strong because like, oh, we can't beat it in lane, and they just realized you don't have to worry about laning, you know? You just walk in the jungle. So I feel like Viper's kind of falling prey to that same line of thinking.
It does feel, I mean, the Lycan only has 3 armor, right? That Ring of Protection and that, and his Feral Impulse will get disabled by the Nether Toxin. Isn't this a little bit harder lane than the TB?
Well, sure. Yeah, it's definitely harder, because, again, you don't have level 1 meta and stuff, but I assure you that he's going to get
bad. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be fine for him in the end game.
So he's getting well bottom. Look at that. We actually see Dire. They are blocking both camps. They do not want this pull at all. And Innocence is like, what the hell? He has 1 sentry. Let's see. Looks like... Oh, he won't get that corner if he puts it in the back. All right, puts it low and does get it. So pull camp will be available for him. Dude, missing your first sentry as support is like the worst feeling in the game, I'm sure, for a support.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite easy to D-ward now, though. Like, because they made the sentry range longer.
Yep.
Before, you could actually miss both wards if you put it in the wrong spot. Now it's pretty much, you're going to get one.
Uh-oh, here they go on Universe. They block in, he eats a tree, he's looking to die. Tag team is going to wear off, but it does enough. They get the kill on Universe, and he dropped quick. All it takes is a tag team and a stun. Wow.
Yeah, but that's the strength of tag team. Like, the Clockwork versus us matchup is favored for the Clockwork if there isn't another hero around, but you add that other hero in, and it's a completely different ballgame.
Yeah. So bottom, we got the side lane, Queen of Pain. Draskell, I heard you used to play a lot of weird heroes in the side lane. Quap's not even that weird. Like, what is her purpose this game?
She has an extremely powerful lane. Like, she can walk to any lane and feel confident in being able to trade. He's actually gone for the screen builder, which I find quite strange. Oh, God.
Uh-oh, and double damage SVG. Yeah, he goes in. I don't think you want to fight this. Yeah, Queen of Pain has to blink away, and SVG, nice gank there.
So the benefits of Queen, like, she did get a base damage buff. She hits quite hard. But the main thing about Queen is, like, dagger, right? So you dagger someone in lane. It's one of the most mana-efficient nukes. Does a ton of damage. It slows. It's really annoying. You pretty much can't trade with it. But in this game, this is the lanes that forward wanted, because the Oracle is where the Queen is, which means that he's not going to skill dagger. So not being able to abuse the dagger actually makes this laning phase a lot worse for him. Where normally he would be able to like take these good trades and pressure the lane and stuff. He's just going to be forced to scream for harass, which is okay, but you're also giving up lane control when you do that most of the time.
Uh-oh, top lane is going to be a battery assault. Ooh, tries to ice shards him out. Actually ice shards himself in. It won't be a kill, but a good chunk of damage down there by Universe with only level 1 battery assault. And Brewmaster, almost level 4 now. So Universe level 2 is the clock. He's going back to heal. Does he just go back top, or does he look to try to make something happen somewhere else?
I don't think he can leave MSS down over here alone. He'll definitely just die.
Bottom lane,
Like,
Jin Q close to kill, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. I know there's going to be action in bot for sure. Because anytime there's a PA and a hero with a lot of nuke potential,
Yeah.
you're going to see engagements for sure. But the Lycan, obviously, like you mentioned before, not doing as well as the TB was. Because the TB, I think, was leading. But he's still level 5 at 4 minutes. Like, this is... So I'm talking about, man. These mid heroes that they put against Viper, EHOME is not scared of this hero.
Yeah. And that's crazy, too.
Top.
Oh, look, they're going to try to go in. Will they be able to? A pause actually comes out. It looks like this Tusk is in trouble. He does not have a stick up anymore.
He does have shards.
And battery assault is wearing off in 1 second. Actually, I think he's completely okay.
Yeah, they're fighting into a full creep wave, though, which is a little bit... You know, it's a little bit monka, but I think he'll be okay. We'll see.
Looks like they'll run about, and then Never End, as you said, doing pretty good middle on that like, and we saw you are just left the lane. He stacked both camps. Already that big camp. It's worth a lot of gold. Elsewhere, bottom lane.
Oh, mid lane, Haystream.
He is trying to do it. And can Yuar get this kill? It's going to be tough. You don't want to just fight into the tower, and yeah, it looks like he can't. We'll try to farm the wolves, but God, they're pretty tanky. 2 armor under the tower as well, which is nice.
Yeah, we talked about the skill build too on Yuar in the previous game about TB how you can't do it. Actually, gonna have to hold that.
Yeah, top
lane again.
Uh-oh.
Jesus. Some peripheral issues, perhaps?
Now 2 lag.
Oh, bad server, maybe?
I get that's what Jin Q just said. He just said 2 lag in top lane. Yeah, we got... Let's see. Can we see what skills are going on right now? Brewmaster already used both his skills. Universe Battery Assault just used. MSS does have 9 stick charge. I think no one's going to die here. I think we're just going to see a big fight, and everyone's going to be cool.
Yeah, MSS will take some damage, and then they'll just walk it off. Because no mana on the clock, which means no cogs, no stick either. Lesh has stick. I mean, they might chase for a little while, because ASD is maxing lightning, so he's got 2 points.
Yeah. And tag team's wearing off. It looks like 1 more hit, though. It's going to be tough. MSS either is going to die. He has the raindrop as well on the stick. Should be fine, but these lanes, man, top and bottom, are just scary for both teams.
Just a lot of brawling going on. Early game focused heroes. But yeah, the skill build on the Viper.
Yeah.
So in the previous game, Yuar went for the 0-3-2. And that's the classic, I'm going to farm the jungle build. You can't really skill poison attack against TB for the reasons that we mentioned, the damage per missing health percentage. Instead of just a flat, it's going to do 40 DPS magic. That's what it used to do. But it doesn't do that anymore, and hasn't for a while, so low base armor heroes, I think it's actually better to do the skill build like what Yuar is doing. So he's actually adapted and understood like why they're picking the hero, and that being able to directly lane pressure and maybe even threaten a kill is more valuable than getting like a little bit more GPM in the woods, which I think is a really good heads-up play.
Yeah. And he's leading the CS now. What's our net worth looking like? He is leading the net worth too, but this Lesh right behind him in that top lane. And so what do you think do you just max Lightning then if you go for the early 2 points, or do you still think Edict? You just take the next points in Edict?
I mean, it really depends, because in a side lane, it's a bit... Yeah. I always thought that Edict was really good when you're like always moving around, like going for bounty runes and stuff and like fighting these small skirmishes, not on the wave. But these heroes have been pretty much fighting exclusively on the wave. And that's when Edict just doesn't really seem that strong, so...
Yeah, sorry.
Got some musical disconnects here.
I just like the G, and then Jin Q makes a face, and then it's a disconnect, and he says G right after.
You don't need your Viper. Let's just get in there.
Nah, you're good. He's probably just in the jungle anyways, even though he's under the tower. Man, this Lycan is getting close to 6, like you said, that Helm of the Dominator. His farm just goes up. Right, he can do the same thing as Viper once you get that Helm of the Dominator. Yep. You can just farm the jungle so quick.
And the other thing, too, is if you get a +1, like a Tusk, and you have Shapeshift, that Viper is dead.
Melted like
get
butter. Yeah. Well, we see that fight goes out top. ASD actually comes out the lowest. But look at, he's the only one staying in lane now. Everyone else going for the bounties. He probably knew that they were going to go shrine up, so he'll just push this wave and maybe go hit up a shrine of his own. Man, Neverend going to head to the jungle. Viper level 6 now. And bottom lane, actually, not the most action. And Jin Q only level 4.5 right now. Meanwhile, Rezo, about the same as him. And so do you just not even get 1 point in the dagger? Do you actually just go like 0-4-4 with a point ulti somewhere?
You get dagger eventually, because you're gonna leave the lane, right?
Yeah.
You're not just gonna sit here forever and just hit creeps. Like once he hits 6, so a lot of queens, there's like 2 builds. Some queens skip ulti because it costs a crap ton of mana, and sometimes the fights are gonna last a while. So usually you can get like another scream off, maybe 2 screams, because level 1 Sonic Wave is 250 mana. And if you have level 3 Scream, you can Scream 2 extra times. So the fight lasts long. It's actually better to get another point in a Scream.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much preference. I've seen it both ways.
I mean, you mostly get the wave too if you're going and you know you're gonna kill. He's in a lot of trouble. He gets rooted down. Nice lift up from Innocent Zojin Q. No blink. Will he be able to walk away? It looks like maybe blink. No. SVG nukes him down.
He got his bile delivered to him like right when that fight was going on. Unfortunate. Oh, look at this timing in mid. We talked about the tag team Lycan.
Oh, and they're going to go for it. He had to know something was up, too, because he goes away from that hill. The ice shards are actually going to miss. Tag team will get popped, though, and they do break it. Can they get this kill? They can.
Oh.
Such a good play from Yawar there. And now look at this. They're just going to get a kill. Wow. Dude, I love Yawar. He saw the shapeshift middle right, and he's like, wait, maybe I don't run up that hill.
Yeah, that was, again, a really nice heads-up play. Also, he only has level 1 tag team, and he didn't snowball until, like, way later, and he, like, kind of biffed the shards. That was, not the best execution I've seen.
Yeah,
and I also think that if you're gonna gank like that, just go 1-0-2, because doubling the effectiveness tag team, the Viper probably would have died. Like, or at least you could have justified committing to the kill, right?
Yeah.
But with only level 1 tag team, because it's double the value for the second point, it is a bit sloppy. I feel like they should be able to get that kill most of the time.
Yeah. Meanwhile, bottom Rezo, playing in that off lane is the PA. Not the most farm, but, I mean, you look at all the cores, no one's really jumping ahead yet. And, oh, Jin Q just gonna get scared away. Rezo getting close to Tread's top lane. The split will happen. Will Leshrac go down? Gonna throw out the stun. Hits the Fire Panda, who does do a decent chunk of damage, but it looks like he still will get brought down. Punched up, and yeah, MSS gets the kill. Is gonna bring him down. They might go for a kill on Tusk. And by they, I mean just MSS. He's just going in. He's gonna be able to get this clap too. Possibly some crits. There's gonna be a TP. MSS just 2v1'd him. He's gonna TP out too. He sees it's the Queen of Pain. She can't do anything. Wow, MSS. You see the power of the Panda there. Damn. That's a big turnaround.
Yeah, it was big because he just dove with the Tusk being there. Like a lot of the time you pop an ulti for a solo kill, it's not always worth. Bot lane, Uni in some trouble.
Will he go?
Oh god.
Stun will miss, and ASD won't be able to get this kill. It's just gonna farm up the stacks though. Goodness, this game. It's turned around a little bit. MSS in the top lane, securing him at least one. Middle lane, Yawar as well, dodging some game. It just feels like Ford's playing better in general, too.
Yeah, they definitely are. And we talked about how important it is for their laning phase to go well. Like, they needed the Viper to have an okay time. They needed the safe lane to have a good time, too, because you thought the PA was going to struggle for sure.
Yeah. And, well, middle, MSS, he will get trapped, but Yawar, he's near-ish, near the jungle. They can't really dive. It feels like EHOME, they're not really sure where they want to go there. They're heading down middle, but look at this. MSS again with SVG. Snowball will come out this time, and oh god, SVG. He's going to get run out. No level 6. Tag team gets popped. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade so far. MSS taking a lot of damage. The wave hits onto 3. It actually pushes Rezo downhill. There goes Yawar, and now I guess they weren't lost at all. They found exactly where they needed to be. Rezo going to try to jump uphill. He will go to Jin Q. Will he find it? No. Level 4 Scream goes out. A lot of damage. Blur will get canceled. They snowball for it. This should be a kill. SVG's in. They might just kill him as well. But it looks like he will make it out. And, well, EHOME takes a fight. They definitely won. And guess what? Rubik was just down bottom getting some levels during that, too.
All right, so now your laning phase doesn't matter. That entire exchange is completely nullified. All your lane wins. Oh my god, that was terrible for forward. But that's kind of the whole Lycan factor, right? Lycan plus Tusk. You cannot stop the Tusk plus Lycan combo in fights. You just don't have the heroes. Like, a Clockwork needs 6. If Universe doesn't hookshot that guy and put him in cogs into like a Viper Strike and an Atos or something, he's gonna munch, and that's absolutely terrifying. Because Viper needs his Atos now. Universe needs his level 6 as fast as possible.
Yep, and oh man. Not only do they get all those kills, they get four bounty runes at the 10-minute mark. That feels pretty good. Well.
Yeah, this.
Dude, what happened? They were playing so good.
They look way better than yesterday. Yeah, like, way better.
They were playing. I mean, they also were playing Minescu. We've seen puts up some pretty good games. Group C maybe a little bit underrated for the Minescu and EHOME teams. It looks like.
I mean, at the very least, the teams are very close in terms of skill.
Yeah. Well, looks like tier 1 for tier 1, but Rubik's actually bottom trying to defend. There's not going to be much he can defend. He will just go down there, and this tower is full HP. They're going to try to bring it down with that siege unit. It's going to be tough. That's a hefty amount of HP.
Yeah, it's also a slow siege, which means not only can they push top, but they also have time to react. In the jungle, too. ASD, Universe?
Oh, my bad.
Just solo dying?
Universe just dying over actually missing. I was looking top because he was TPing, and nothing's going to happen, but what, he's just wandering around?
Yeah, he got caught out by the Lesh. I guess, like he said, he was trying to TP top and just got caught.
Or no, was he going on the Lesh? Because Lesh seems super low, right? And maybe the +1?
He could have, yeah, his hook's on cooldown, so I guess he could have hooked him. I mean, that's low. That's a hard hero to kill, man.
If you're level 7, maybe with that 4 battery assault. But yeah, now right now, bottom looks like, ooh, possible initiate SVG. Hiding inside the jungle. And Leshrac getting close to that Yules now. Looks like 500 away. Guaranteed lockdown with that stun afterwards. Over in the jungle, Never End actually stealing the stacks that Yawar made for himself. And that's the thing, right? You talked about losing that tier 1 tower as a Viper, too. You kind of lose half your jungle.
Yeah, it's really bad for Viper to not, like, have the tier 1 advantage. I mean, he does have his Atos now, so maybe they'll be able to make something. Oh god, is he just dead? I think he's just dead.
I'm watching Yawar here. It's going to be... He's going to try to use the Atos already. He might even get the kill. He needs to get out the poison. He doesn't. He won't get the experience, but he will get a hefty chunk of gold, 655. Is that worth? That's not worth it, or is it? You get a lot of gold.
Yeah, for him it's okay, I think, because he's still trying to buy time for the PA. Like, Rezo only has treads and 1 Wraith Band. It's a hard game. Gonna go for the root. Not gonna be able to kill though. He does have a tier 1, so his team can TP if necessary. They're looping around Universe as well. Okay, this is too much, I think.
It feels like Dire actually, they have the warding. Oh, whoa.
He just went back in?
He did. Crazy. Oh my goodness, Rezo does get saved. I almost missed that. I'm like, what? There's no way he does, and he almost does. But it feels like Dire has better warding, right? You see the one at the top. They've got 2 middle as well, scouting, and Radiant only has 1 ward, but I guess it is scouting out MSS here. Oh, Helm of the Dominator. We'll just get a new one. Vlad's picked up now by MSS. And it's crazy to think in Dota, right? Like, Ford made some amazing plays. They're 1k up. Then they lose 1 team fight, and they're just down 3k.
It's a draft thing. That's why it's so bad for them to lose a fight like that, because their draft, functionally against a Lycan, okay, you can win the lane with the Viper. Maybe you can win a second lane, right? Like, maybe you win top or something. But you're not going to win bottom. And your mid game is not as good.
Yep, see you later, SVG. He's trying to get the ward. He does actually get it. No deny there from Innocence. He's going to chase more. Oh, there's a chicken. There's a Rezo as well. He's going for the chicken. I thought he might commit for it and just like TP out in base, but his TP's on cooldown. There's going to lose a tier 2 tower top instead. There's going to be rotations coming in. It's actually Universe. Ooh, a little bit missed on the shards there from the Tusk, but they steal that. Ooh, Rocket. Level 1 Rocket only. I guess it's nice for the vision. Atos will come down. It is going to be a Tusk. He has a snowball. Looks like he's going to roll uphill to Universe. And his team's just going to leave him to die. Going to try to deny himself. Centaur actually stomp hits too. Universe will pick up the kill. And this is...
I mean, it's something, but...
Yeah, it's something. But you see, right, the gold lead, one more K up. 4K now for EHOME.
This Lycan's going to get book 3. And it's going to get real nasty.
Oh, hookshot comes in. They need to get this Rubik. They will Atos him. They put him under. He has a lot of poison. He can't quite make it out. He's trying. Please, the goo. And he just gets right-click down from the MSS. SVG tries to lock down Jin Q, but they want this tower. I think that's the biggest struggle, right? They struggled bottom tower, and middle tower is still pretty strong here.
Well, the thing is, Lycan doesn't have shapeshifts. They committed it top, so Xinq's is trying to like delay as much as he can. The 10-minute bounty, or sorry, 15-minute bounty runs are going to spawn, and I think EHOME are going to trade like all 4 or at least 3 bounties for the tower. Yeah, it looks like Universe will get 1.
Uh-oh, Universe actually, whoa. Oh. Now Jin Q has to be careful. He definitely could just hold him. I don't think you get this kill. You actually might die still,
He's
yeah.
Alright, he's alright. Yeah.
He is alright. Well, he didn't go for a point in the dagger yet. He did go 0-4-4, and now middle lane, they're going in. Will they find the Oracle? No, they're just going to find the Tusk. There comes the ulti with the Veil. Blows them up. We do get the split from the Panda. Are they going to find anyone? They're going to look for the Rubik. Rubik is going to get stunned up a little bit, but the Centaur, it's stopping. They're actually losing. Oh my goodness, it's only the Earth Panda left. Jesus.
Yeah, those things aren't tanky. They are not tanky at all, low level.
And he is going to split now. Will he make it out? He steals. Nope. It's only the Brawler. I don't think I haven't seen a Panda give up an ulti in a long time now.
It's like impossible. If you're not completely out of mana when your split ends, you're not giving that ulti up.
And well, they have split, or pardon me, shapeshift up, but they don't even need it to do what they're doing. They go right into Roche, and look at it drop.
Well, I guess we might just get to see a very quick rematch of the game we casted yesterday, the EHOME and Eski series.
I mean, Draska, we've only seen 3 game series, and you saw last game, right? There's definitely some turnaround potential.
Close, yeah.
We'll see the hookshot comes in. Can Universe do it? The Roche hasn't even died yet. It goes down. Universe gets it. He does snatch it. The boy does it again. Now MSS, he doesn't have his ulti though. He's kind of just stuck in there, but Neverend dies instead. He doesn't have the Aegis, and just like that, Forward Gaming's right back in it. There's another kill. Rezos here gets to save on himself, and Universe God does it again.
Jesus, man. How? There was like 4 heroes in the pit. They weren't even hookshot stunned anymore. I don't even understand.
Do you feel it feels like a lot of like when you do those Roche fights, right? It feels like everyone's trying to spam click instead of just calm down, right? You think if they just calm down there, they probably kill the clock before Roche dies, right?
Yeah, like he did another one of those like earth claps or whatever the heck the ability's called that he does.
Yeah.
And the hookshot stun 100% wore off. Like that was just insane that he was allowed to pick that up.
Yeah.
He should have like fell over instantly and then, you know. I mean, obviously good on Uni. Like he made a great play. Yeah. I'm not trying to take anything away from it. It's just stuff like that shouldn't happen.
Well, Jin Q, hookshot is up, so they got that guaranteed stun if it hits, obviously, so not guaranteed. But bottom, TPs are coming. Neverend moving around, has boots. Book 3. We saw they still are 5K up. That was rough. Neverend dying as well, right? You're fighting in a Roche pit at that point without the Aegis, and this Viper poison's just everywhere.
Yeah, if they didn't get the Aegis there on the Clockwork, I think it's very possible that they just get Rax. Yeah. So that hookshot play quite literally saved the game for them.
I love this. You are every time. Oh, middle. Pardon me. Universe will go down this time, but you are anytime he sees a Helmet Dominator creep, Atos ulti poison it. He just farms it. No hesitation.
Gold,
it is, but now the problem is bottom lane. You're about to lose a tier 2. Maybe not, because look at this. They think they're heading bottom, but they're still middle. And he's going to move in. He's actually going to find SVG. He's going to try. Tag team will go out. ASD's here. Will be a clap. MSS might have to split, or else he's just going to die, and he will split. Will they try to kill the Panda? It's going to be tough. They throw Lesh into the air, and actually Rubik might just get right-clicked down. Throws down his own poison, and man, Panda ulti, look at this go. There goes Innocence. He's going to tag team. They're going to go try to bring down at least the Wind Panda so he doesn't get another throw, but nope, just goes invis, and believe MSS is out of there.
I'm surprised ASD backed up that fast. Okay, they're going to catch him afterwards.
Oh, they are. There's the Yules, there's the Edict, there's the stun, and, well, there's the kill. Nice play there, hookshot. It will have you. I don't know if you want to be in there. I was about to say. Now you might want to. Atos comes out. Poison will go down. They have the Leshrac locked down. Here comes Jin Q. He hits the big ulti. Universe can be the next one to die. Looks like no, he gets ulted up. They go on the back line to Oracle. Looks like he will die. He does survive an ASD as well as the Tusk die. They get the kill on Universe, but another decent turnaround from Forward. They lose tier 2 bottom though.
Yeah, the Lycan wasn't there. The Rubik obviously died earlier. Oh, you need to get the heck out of here, bud. You can't stay. Oh,
Or
Mana
can
Burn.
he?
He's not gonna be
Oh
able...
my god, he's just dead. He gets the Guardian Greaves, he's looking around, he's trying. Yawar gets brought down, and now Rezo, you need to be careful. SVG doesn't have ulti, he's definitely dead. Oh my goodness. And whoa, hey, what's up, Innocence? Nothing. Poison goes down, he's broken. The PA's just broken, and she's dead. What? Oh no, Drasko. Forward Gaming. It's like a graham cracker with all the crumbling.
Yeah, this is well, the book's down and Shapeshift is down, so they're not going to be able to walk to the high ground just yet. There is they noticed the ward on top of there, and that's one thing about Rubik that we kind of forgot to mention, or at least I forgot to mention because that's my job. Nether Toxin, it does apply break, so it's also quite easy to steal. Because before, the Viper had no active abilities except for ulti, right? They were just all passives. So, well, sorry, Poison Attack is an ability, but it was a toggle, which means you couldn't steal it. But yeah, now you can just get Nether Toxin almost every single time. And until the PA has BKB, you just die. You can't crit, you can't dodge. If you're in the poison, you're dead.
Yeah. We saw right there. That is going to be the steal of the game for Rubik for sure. Going to probably try to keep that Nether Toxin 24/7. Is the PA, yep, going that second item BKB. You just have to. Like, there's no way you get something else. Yeah.
Against the Lesh, especially, and if, like you mentioned, that Rubik holds on to Nether Toxin, you don't have a way in unless you have Magic Immunity.
Yep. Well, middle lane we will see a D ward by SVG. MSS, low mana, never end down here. No shapeshift for 10 seconds yet, though. Book on cooldown as well, as you see it farming up the jungle. And what do you want to see from Ford now? Like, what movements do they need to make? Or do you just wait for the PA BKB?
I think it's just BKB on PA. Like, it's so necessary this game. Like, even Yawar is going back for a BKB as well.
Yeah, you just need it.
It's not going to solve the issue of, like, the Lycan, but it will allow you to, like, get on the back line. You can kill the Lesh, you can kill the Rubik and the Tusk. And that, like, isolates the heroes. In games like this, where you don't have a direct answer for the core, usually the best course of action is to ignore them as best you can and buy items to counter, like, the other heroes that are strong so that you can get into the fight and make sure that you get those kills before the BKB runs out. So if they can get to that point, they definitely have a shot. EHOME have a pretty commanding lead right now in terms of, like, map control and net worth, but not to say it's unwinnable. It's an uphill battle.
Yep. I mean, you have the PA, so you got those crits, maybe 25, you get 3 crits in a row, feels good, but it's going to be a struggle. You see as ASD TP's back, wants to just farm, push out the lanes. Jin Q. He's had a pretty good game. He went the Ags, by the way, on Queen of Pain. You like it?
He's going bots, so I think it's fine. Usually when you see Aghanims, if I see, like, Treads Ags, I usually don't like it. But if I see bots, I'm a bigger fan because the mobility and the mana cost are big. They're going to find the Tusk here.
Yep. He is going to snowball, though. Will get a stun. Will punch in the air MSS. We'll slow him back up, though. Nice ice shards won't be enough, though. So they get one. Open up a little bit. PA. Blinks forward. Jin Q just gets... just blows up resolution there.
Yeah, but the bots TP thing on Queen is big if you're going to be using Aghanims. Because, again, the mana cost is quite high.
Yeah.
So you want to be able to, like, refill your mana pool, get back in the fight. And the plus, bots are great for hitting level 25 because you can occupy empty lanes if, like, you're not looking to fight, or if the team fight goes poorly, you can just bot across the map, lane pressure. Level 25 on Queen is nuts. It's like one of the strongest 25s in the game, just hands down.
That seems pretty good, though.
Yeah, the fear is what I'm talking about,
yeah,
by the way, not the crappy lanes.
I hope so. I was like, God,
the
I hope.
fear
Please,
is
Drasko.
insane.
It is. 1.5 seconds, and, well, for now, EHOME's just happy farming, and on the back foot is forward, but as you said, they got that PA. BKB is about 500 away now, so not that far. It's still scary, right? Because you pop BKB, what if the Lycan does just aim you? I mean, you have Blur, but...
I don't think the Lycan wants to aim the
Never
PA
will.
with BKB.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you just go and you kill the Oracle, you kill the Clockwork, you kill the Viper. Like, you take those heroes down because you're taking your strongest point. You want to make it count.
Ooh. They go for a shapeshift gank middle, but doesn't work out. Nice job by Yawar once again.
Hit the tower. This is a weird one.
Yeah. Dude, Yawar has been on point with just like his sense, right? He avoided that gank earlier from the Tusk. That one right there too. Just barely avoids the ice shards because he leaves early. He's trying. He's keeping him in the game here. Just keeping that tier 2 middle tower up. So it will be another 60 seconds. Probably we won't see too much action as that Lycan ulti is down. He's farming up an Assault Cuirass.
It's going to be a fast rush. So 30 seconds-ish. And it's going to be up. And that actually, wait, let's see. Let's check the timers. Okay, so it's going to be really close. And should have a shapeshift again by the time Roche ends up, like, reasonably, right? Because Roche will be up before, but it's going to take time to kill it, which means he'll most likely have it.
We're just watching this Queen of Pain is playing top so much this game, always forcing that. And look at, if no one TP's back here, we're just gonna get some tower damage in here.
Yeah, this is the nice thing about Queen too. Is like there's not really a direct answer to her mobility in the game. Like sure you can Atos and stuff, but you have to be able to burst the Queen within the Atos, which is another reason why the Veil Ags build I didn't really mind so much, because you want like an innate amount of HP to survive the burst, so you can blink out. And once you have that, you're pretty much, you know, you're Gucci. You buy whatever the heck you want.
Yeah. Well, Roche is up, and the Rocket scouts it out. Radiant still hasn't, but there goes the Wolf, and they know it's up now. And man, you talked about the Leshrac. He is level 19 Drastic. It feels like we actually haven't, we talked about him early, but not much lately. He's got a Bloodstone Ewell's bots. He has a BKB and 1,000 gold.
Yeah, this guy's loaded. 100%. Super, super rich.
And look at this, Roche. Dire's actually the ones putting themselves around. It feels like EHOME wants that BKB on Lesh, but they might lose the Roche because this they do now. Wolf goes in.
And they're not going to contest. Xingqiu just blinked towards top. He pinged it and then he went top.
Maybe they just know they take it so slow. But now Rezo, guess what? You get that, there's going to be a hook shot. It hits the Wolf. Blocked up, but ooh. This DD Rezo's so scared. Are they going to give it up?
It looks like they are, at least for now. Because, like, Lesh is still bot.
He can't TP. He's still not, though. He does have his BKB. Ulti flies in. It is going to be the Aegis picked up by the Tusk. There's going to be more BKBs. Xingqiu eats the cheese and is going to survive because of it. Oh my goodness. There's going to be the Aegis pop. They're running around SVG. He's going to be the next one to die once that ult wears off. And now Yawar. He is going to be held into place. MSS. He splits up. They're looking. The Tusk, though, he's so tanky. You know, he even has a blink, man. That's what you saw the steal. And Yawar's dead. Leshrac comes back down, level 20 now on the backside. They're going to try to get this Tusk. Xingqiu trying to lock him down, but looks like they will back up here. Or will they? Ulti flies. Oh my god, it almost kills 3 of them. Almost isn't good enough. Xingqiu should die as well, but everyone else is going down. There goes 2 and 1. An aggressive play. Yawar comes back in. It doesn't matter. He's broken again. He blink strikes away, but the Leshrac is just running at him. SVG in the air. They're all going to die here, it looks like. EHOME looking prime to move on to play Maneski. 13k gold lead. This, not only they didn't even get the snatch, right? They got the Aegis. They got the kill. They got the cheese.
Dude, look at how much damage the Queen and the Lesh did in that fight. Unbelievable amounts of damage. He got 2 Sonic Waves off. That's how long the fight lasted. Like, he initiates, he picks up the cheese, the Tusk gets the Aegis, he respawns, he gets the cheese off before he dies. Like, that could not have gone any worse for Forward. Like, if they had even gotten just the cheese, they would have killed the Queen right away, and then the fight probably would have went in their favor. But they didn't get either. Like, that is just heartbreaking for Forward. Like, that was, oof. You know, you have those moments where you're just like, Jesus, that sucked. That sucked.
And right, the Leshrac wasn't even at the beginning of that fight. He did show up near the end, but that's one of the worst feelings.
In like a couple of seconds after it started from like the left, because he had to bot mid, and then he walked up. He walked into Yawar because they pop shapeshift. They chase SVG around. He's forced to false promise. He lives, gets full HP again or whatever. And End and ASD both at the same time just collapse on Yawar. SVG has no save left. And then the Viper just dies. And that's kind of why the fight, like, obviously they picked up the other stuff too, which is a really big deal. But it just ended up being like this, like, wave of death that just ran at them, and they couldn't, like, hold it off long enough.
Yeah, and now it's only a 2-kill lead, but it's a 16,000 gold lead. And Lycan's going for the MKB. He's like, all right, this PA, it's go time. It's time to just finish it off.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. His farm is definitely up there. ASD is totally taken over the game in regards to like overall net worth, though. This guy is loaded. You cannot jump this Lesh, not a chance.
Yeah, and they're thinking about it though. They're gonna try 19 Bloodstone charges. Will just throw up the Ewells. Now he's gonna hit a stun. Blade Mill pop though. They will just back out. 30-minute runes coming up soon. Middle tier 2 goes down. And they could think about doing more. The book probably gonna wear off. Oh, there we go. You are gonna try to kill this Helmet Dominator creep again. Can he even get it this time? He's baiting in, maybe. He'll just make a new one. Yeah. Sorry. Baits in, wastes his mana. Middle lane, I like it. Poison versus Poison, just getting thrown down. Actually clears up the way pretty nicely.
Yeah, with the Arcane Supremacy, his Nether Toxin is actually just better than yours. So
Just better straight up,
yeah.
And look at this Tusk with the blink. Gets the Ice Shards on SVG, and I know it's the 5 position, but this is their only save, and that's a good pick off there. Dude, I was worried. This Tusk, right, a couple of movements early, but his late game has been impeccable with this blink.
Yeah, he blinked into the pit too, and was a huge reason why EHOME were able to crush that Roche fight so handedly.
Yeah, he's
definitely
very well.
Definitely been on point. So 18k lead here for EHOME. They do pop the shapeshift. So End is going to pick up some bounty runes. Going to see the tail end of it there, and then I guess they wait for whatever item they deem necessary. So let's check progression. Does the Lesh need anything? I guess he's going back for the Shivas. And then Hex really close to being done on Xinqiu. So when those items are finished with the MKB,
you might just see a push forward. Looks like they are actually going to go in on the backside. Rezo, he's going to be okay. Barely. BKB, though, used. And doesn't feel good to use your 9-second BKB to TP out.
Yeah, not at all. It's really bad.
Ooh. Does miss it. He has Blink up in 9 if he wants to keep chasing MSS. That'd be a pretty tough kill with no Ice Shards, but I guess it'll be up as well soon. Goodness, they're just running at him. And there it is. You talked about the sheep stick on Queen of Pain. MKB picked up on Lycan, flying out now. This might be the final stand here for Forward. And you look at their heroes, right? You got Poison, Nether Toxin, but you don't really have high ground defense.
Yeah, not at all. Like, defending their tower is not their strong suit. They wanted to, like, win the lanes, use the Viper to take some buildings with, like, his teamfight-oriented item build and, like, kind of control the pace of the game. Once you lose the lanes or, like, lose control over the game, it's really hard for them to get control back because, let's be honest, EHOME's draft is way easier to play in fights. It's, like, so easy to play. Pop Shapeshift, run at people, get a good Sonic Wave, your Ledge stands in the middle of the fight. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Like, for Dire, they gotta, like, make sure that SVG doesn't die. The hookshot has to hit the right person. They got to crowd control the Lycan, or he's just going to murder everyone. Like, it's a lot more like boxes they got to check in order to have a successful engagement.
Yep, and well, the boxes probably grew even more as we're 32 minutes into the game. What else we got? Rubik, we have a 4-staff Ghost Scepter. Even he's pretty farmed. That's the one good thing, I guess, about a 5 Rubik, right? You know you're going to farm. You get Fade Bolt plus one other spell with Arcane Supremacy, and you can clear waves pretty good. Whoa, smoke. Here we go. Oh, you are. He's like, do I want to walk up here? I don't know. He's going to get lifted up. He's going to get thrown. There's going to be the Ice Shards blocking him in. Now stun flies from ASD. He's just melted. Where is Yawar at? They get a Hex on the backside. Actually misses Resolution, but I don't think it's going to matter. SVG goes down. Nice hook shot, stuns up 4, but everyone's just dead. Look at ASD. He doesn't have any cares in the world except Resolution. They get the kill, and we might see the G's being dropped here, Draskell.
I mean, I wouldn't blame him at this point. This one looks a little bit over. The MSS might actually die during his split. Yeah, he's just gonna die.
And they're gonna throw it. They're gonna buy back. It's only one. Clockwork has one as well, but they got an Assault Curious. Your whole base is just minus armor dying, and they're gonna go for it. They're gonna look. They're gonna try to get this kill, and they will. It's a pretty easy one. Xinqiu so farmed. ASD so farmed. This just felt like, honestly, it felt like, I love the EHOME's draft because their side lane cores were so active, but they're able to keep up with farm the entire time.
Yeah, this game was a thwomping. Not close like the other game. I mean, the Roche fight, I guess, could have gone either way. It looked a lot less close because the fact that the Tusk picked up the